Yes, I love running, yes, I love shoes, but I think what makes me stand out the most on this channel is the fact that I am someone that still loves weight training. And so what we're going to do today is we're just going to do a little video on how I balance weight training and running. You know, my main priorities, my main goals is to get faster, not to get, you know, put on loads of muscle mass, but just to sort of maintain the muscle mass that I've got, or how to put on a little bit of muscle mass at least. And yeah, so we're just going to do a little video on how to balance it, how to sort of prioritise your time that you're spending in training, because you know, none of us are professional athletes. We haven't got unlimited time and resources to pour into our training. We've got to work around kids or work or all those sorts of things. Balance being a weight training runner, how to run, how to weight train, and how to sort of mould them both together and get the best out of both worlds. Let's do this. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel, two of us. If this is your first time here today, I hope you enjoy this video. So yeah, I normally am a guy that sort of talks about my sort of running mainly, with some workouts that I do for running, speed sessions, how to get faster. Obviously, as you can see, all the shoe reviews, plenty of shoe reviews on the channel. But that's not just what this channel is about. I do love shoes, I absolutely love shoes. They're not just about shoes. Yes, it does give the perspective of a heavier guy, 90 kilogram running guy, for the shoes. But this isn't just about that, this is about my whole training journey. Today, I've actually joined back up to Snap's gym, which is a gym that's just down the road from me. There's a load of them around the UK. I used to be part of it before, but obviously then lockdown hit. So we left, and obviously, as you guys know, I've got my garage gym. So I'm gonna go down there today, signed up yesterday, gonna go collect my card. And I'm just gonna do a push day workout today, I think, or a pull day, I haven't decided yet. A race tonight, a 5K race at the cycle park in Gravesend, which is a very undulating course. Anyway, we're going off topic. Let's head down to the gym and get a session done and carry on talking about how to balance the two of these things. See you in a sec. It looks like we have a snake in our bed. This is my girlfriend's pregnancy pillow. State of that, look. So as you can see, we have all sorts of things in here. I've got a spin bike, I've got a boxing bag, pull-up bar, treadmill, some 20 kilogram free weights, some 10 kilogram free weights. I've got a little hook up here that I attach a pulley system to, so I can do sort of tricep pull downs and some ab exercises and some other stuff, just obviously from the ceiling. I have a squat rack that doubles up as a bench. And obviously padded floor to do sort of HIIT workouts and ab exercises. But there are some things that I can't do in here. I do most of the compound lifts, but the thing that I really struggle with the most in this garage gym is legs and back, I would say. I miss things like the lat pull down. I know I can do pull-ups, or seated row. Again, I can do that with the bench and the free weights. I just miss it. I miss some of the stuff that you can do in the gym, so we're signing up today. I used to train 6-7 times a week in the gym when I didn't run, but now that running is my priority, I try and work out 3 times a week at the minimum. But it's actually about making the most out of those workouts, so they don't have to be hours and hours long. So the first thing that I would say of your workouts is make the workouts effective in terms of having a short recovery time and making the workout intense. So it's sort of, you know, it doesn't have to last much more than 30 minutes. They are really effective half-hour workouts. Most of my workouts now are between 30 and 45 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes. So yeah, make the most of your workouts, make them intense, have 30 seconds recovery time. If you're focusing on building loads of raw power and strength, then obviously you're going to be lifting a lot heavier and wanting a lot longer of a rest period. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to be looking at it as if we was just sort of building muscle and working towards sort of those 8 to 12 rep range with about 30-second to 45-second, maybe even a minute recovery, those sorts of things. Focusing on those main lifts, the compound lifts, so focusing on squat, focusing on bench press, focusing on shoulder press, those sorts of things that really do engage, or deadlifts, those sorts of things that really do engage loads of muscle groups at once, rather than focusing on, you know, just sort of like a chest press from the side like this. It's only going to be focused on the top part of the chest. Focus your time on those compound lifts. So with the compound lifts, you're incorporating loads of muscles into the lift. You're not just focusing on just your biceps. I mean, of course I do bicep curls, things like that, because it's a sort of an aesthetic type of thing, isn't it? Everyone wants to have nice looking biceps. But make those compound lifts count. I personally do a push and a pull and a leg day. So on the push day, obviously this is where we're working on our chest muscles, our triceps, our shoulders, and all those sorts of things by doing things like chest press, shoulder press, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to go into specific details today about every single individual workout because we'd be here for ages. I'm just talking about how to optimize your time. So I'm going to get into the gym now. I'll try and get some footage there. It's my first day in there, so I don't want them to think like, who is this loser that's coming there recording everything? So I'm not going to take the GoPro, but I will take my phone and try and get some sort of footage of some of the workout that I do today. So that is it. Me done for my first day back at the gym, inside the gym. Did a pull day today. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more in a second. And we are back from the first session back at Snaps Fitness Gym. Did a pull day today, so lat pull downs. I did some seated rows, some bicep work, some lower back stuff. How do we balance it all? How do we balance running and weight training? Do we have to do 2 hours worth of weight training a day and 2 hours worth of running a day and run 3 million miles and weight lift every single kilogram that there is? Definitely not. You can do if you want to. Everybody is different. Everybody likes to train in different ways. Everybody's body responds in different ways. However, my main focus is running, so I want to get faster, but as I've said lots of times on the channel and on Instagram, I want to keep my aesthetic looks. I want to remain sort of like a bulkier guy. I want to keep that strength there. I want to keep that bulkier look. And plus for me, it's part of the challenge to have that extra muscle mass and still try and get faster. Again, I'll put my sort of stats up here that shows some of the times that I run at and the weight that I am. Give you a reflection of what I'm talking about and whether you think it's worth listening to. Again, I don't pretend to be the world's best weight trainer or to pretend to be the world's best runner. I'm just somebody that's pretty good at both of them and pretty interested in both of them. I run probably between 30 and 50 miles depending on what I'm training for, depending on how my work week has been, how the kids' week's going, and my weight training regime around that as well is probably about 3 workouts a week. Start off with the number 1 tip is prioritise things. So in terms of weight training, prioritise 3 sessions a week at least. With an ab one, you know, ab ones can be thrown in one of those sessions, or you can do a separate one if you want, obviously a core workout. In terms of prioritizing those sessions, what do I mean? So I normally do a push day, a pull day, and a leg day, and try and get as many compound lifts as I can on those days. Push, pull, legs, and split it across a week. You can fit all the stuff in there nicely. So yeah, prioritize the weight training and prioritize the running. So rather than doing a load of junk miles and a load of this, that and the other, prioritise getting in a tempo run a long run, easy runs, and some intervals, meaning that every run that you do has got a purpose. Have a clear, set, cut purpose before you go out the door. So make everything count. You haven't got unlimited amount of time, you haven't got unlimited amount of willpower, and your body runs out of energy. So with the stuff that you're doing, make sure that you prioritise it so that it's all benefiting your training in terms of weight training and running. So yeah, just to sum that up, prioritise your sessions. Have 3 weight sessions at least, or 3 at least. I say at least, but sometimes it can be the most. You can do just an upper body and a legs one if you want to. The second one, that is probably linked to this as well, is the sessions do not have to be hours and hours and hours long. Now, when I first started training the gym when I was 15, 16, my sessions were hours long. I didn't run then, I didn't have kids, I worked, but when I was off, all I did was train in the gym for an hour and a half, 2 hours every single day. And I haven't done that now for the past 2 years, probably. For the past 2 years I've been training in this way. I've still kept my size, I've still kept strength. When you're working out, make the sessions count. So, you know, on your push day, do the compound exercises. The exercises that are targeting not just your chest, but everything else. So, you know, you're using your core to stabilize the weight. Obviously, you're using your triceps as well. You bring a lot of stuff into place. If you do compound exercises instead of isolation exercises, obviously you can do that as well. But if you focus on the compound exercises, you're reducing the amount of time that you need to be spending doing all those isolation exercises and making more of the workout. So as you've seen today, my workout today was 37 minutes. I feel nice and, you know, when you finish a session, you feel in good shape, you feel everything feels nice and tight, you feel strong, all those kind of things. That's how I'm feeling. I was in there 37 minutes, all done, everything I wanted to do and more today. And you can do the same. You don't have to spend hours and hours. I normally do sort of 3 sets of between 10 to 12 reps, with a maximum of about a minute's rest. Might take a little bit longer to set up some bars and things like that, but try and keep your workouts as short, your rest period as short as possible, 30 seconds to a minute. That way you're keeping the intensity there without making the session go on and on and on. And so yeah, that's the second biggest tip for me, is make the workout short and sweet but intense, so that you don't have to waste hours and hours. I don't have time with my shifts when I'm off to prioritise running this day and weight training that day, because I like to run 6 or 7 times a week. I like to get my mileage to sort of 40 or 50 miles a week. So get used to the fact that you're going to have to work twice in a day sometimes, but just work it well. So, you know, if you've done an easy day today, that might be a good day to do, you know, something on the upper body, so you're keeping the legs without having too much, you know, emphasis and stress put on them on that day. If you've done a hard workout, believe it or not, that is a good day to do a good session on the legs. But you don't want to train your legs on an easy day, because your legs aren't resting. The point of an easy day is to let the legs rest. So yeah, get used to doing 2 workouts, probably 3 times a week. I probably work out twice, 3 times a week. But again, it doesn't have to be hours and hours and hours. The workout can be half an hour, the run can be half an hour. So you're still only looking at an hour and a half a day. I hope this video has helped a little bit. I can go into more detail with how I balance things. But yeah, that's a little short and sweet video today on how I balance weight training and running. I hope this video has helped. If it has, then please consider liking and subscribing this video. Any questions you've got, let me know in the comments below as always. As always guys, I've been Running Man Sam. This has been a super duper video, and I'll see you guys in a bit.